Tom O'Connor is a Dublin-based IT security analyst, and recently he identified 20 Islamic State supporters based here in Ireland. Tom joins us now to tell us how he obtained this information. Tom, you're very welcome to the programme.
Good afternoon, Gordon. Good afternoon, Lauren.
Now, as I said from the get-go there, Tom, you have found 20 people that may be involved or support Islamic State, but it's on Twitter where you found these people. How did you track them down, as it were?
So basically, Anonymous, the hacking group, released 1,000 accounts of ISIS supporters and or militants. So we took that list of 1,000 accounts and we analysed the list, and we analysed the people, the followers of the people on that list and the people they were following. And then we ran it off a very fancy database which allowed us to geolocate where exactly these people were located. And 20 accounts showed up across Ireland.
So how are you able to locate those people, Tom? Like geolocation, how does that work?
So when somebody posts a post on Twitter, if your privacy isn't set correctly, it can show where the post has been sent from. So these 20 particular accounts did not have that the privacy in place. So we were able to locate exactly where the tweets were sent from in Ireland.
We'll get a bit more into that in just a sec, Tom, but I'm just concerned about the type of tweets that were being posted. Was there anything of concern that you were able to read on them?
Absolutely. These were extremely radical people. They were, cheering, praising the attacks in Paris. Some people were putting up images of the French flag with footprints on it, and then there was more graphic and obscene pictures of the war going on in Syria.
I'm guessing though, Tom, if they didn't have their privacy settings turned on correctly, they're probably not ISIS masterminds we're dealing with here.
Probably not, no. This is probably, I suppose, the lower pecking order. But yeah, the ISIS basically put out a quarterly magazine to their followers, which basically tell them what sort of technology and encryption to be using. However, in saying that, we found a lot on Twitter and a lot on Facebook, and it's the same story across America and Europe, and authorities are acting on that information.
People will be curious to know just how entrenched these people are within their local communities. Was there any information in that regard that was present in the tweets?
Yeah, this is something that jumped out. A lot of the accounts didn't have that many locals. They weren't really engaged with the local community much at all. Like they could have 100. They could be following and engaging with 100 followers based in the Middle East, and then typically 2 or 3 followers locally here in Ireland, which to me kind of said these are fairly isolated people.
Okay. And
some of the accounts were in rural areas. We listed some accounts in Galway, in the Midlands, all the way up to Donegal, Antrim. They're pretty isolated in regards to the people that are engaged in their communities.
And if they're posting these kind of graphic images and you're finding this evidence on their social media accounts, why can't Twitter and Facebook just shut them down?
They did, yeah. Twitter acted there about 2 days ago, and they shut down around about 1,500 what they said were ISIS accounts. So that has been in the mainstream media. Twitter did act on it, and it acted on it very quickly. However, in Twitter's decision in doing that, I don't know if they hindered, I suppose, people like myself investigating it. The authorities can go to Twitter directly and request that information.
Tom, just through the research that you've been doing in regard to tracking down these alleged Islamic State supporters, have you managed to find any recruitment sites or anything of that nature, whether it be outside of Twitter, but even just websites themselves based in Ireland?
So basically, on 2 blogspot.ie web addresses, we located and listed 2 recruitment sites. So the Anonymous League listed 6 sites. 2 of them were on .ie domain addresses, which was quite alarming. The sites were in Arabic, and it basically had all the ISIS propaganda on it, telling people how wonderful ISIS is and why they should join, and had all the fancy videos on it from their advanced media department.
And so what can be done with that information now, Tom?
So the information has been passed on to the Peace Council here in Ireland, which are engaging with Garda Síochána, and it's something that's going to be investigated on. like my own opinion is, I think Ireland needs to take the precautions other European countries have, and they need to take the threat of terrorism here very seriously. And we need to, we need to be alert and be aware. We're not immune. We're not immune to it, as a lot of people have said.
Tom, just before we let you go, with Anonymous now making details known online, how are authorities here in Ireland working around, say, any encrypted messaging services and identifying any risks online?
Well, the guards here are very good. They engage with Interpol, UK authorities, and they're constantly fed information. Is this something the government need to invest more money in? Absolutely. We need to have precautions in place to protect society.
Tom O'Connor, a Dublin-based IT security analyst, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.